game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. You can feel the energy here in Toronto. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Harris is out there with Embiid, and it's Butler in at the small forward position.
Lowry showing how crafty he can be with that hoop inside.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Screen by Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Butler. The baseline J. Toronto grabs the miss. They are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
You know, they say it, defense wins championships. If they didn't have great D in that game, no way they would have come away victorious.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The shot by Redick, no good. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. Outside Lowry. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. And it's Butler missing. The Raptors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Gasol.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Butler dishes to Harris. And Redick kicks to Embiid. Here's Harris. The layup missed.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Good as Green picking up the assist.
That pull-up jumper, a staple for the elite point guards. Count Lowry in that company.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Butler. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. Outside Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Gasol's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The 76ers trail by 10. Harris a screen on Lowry. Simmons with it. Lowry picks him up. From the baseline. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Toronto called for the foul.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws here tonight. free throw, no good.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
And he sinks the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
I asked him what he emphasized to his team, and he told me it all comes down to wanting it. Who wants it more? Game 5 is going to be a tooth-and-nail fight. You want to win this series? You leave nothing on the table. Well, Kevin, we'll see if his players can back that talk up. We'll see. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The Raptors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
One of the best all-around bigs in the league. Gasol continues to modernize his game.
The 76ers trail by 12. Simmons with it. Lowry picks him up. Simmons passes to Butler. At the top of the key, Embiid. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Redick kicks to Butler. 5 to shoot.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Lowry against Simmons. Gasol a screen. There's the screen. Here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Leonard hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The 76ers trail by 12. Simmons passes to Butler. Embiid the screen. Here's Harris. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame and he is able to finish through contact.
Now here is Lowry. A shot off that time. Simmons with the defensive effort.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
I love this about his game. Jimmy Butler recognizing the situation, playing foul line down.
Simmons against Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Embiid. Here's Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Leonard's got 7.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
The 76ers trail by 10. Timeout called the 76ers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Against Simmons. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's Leonard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The 76ers trail by 12. Now Simmons. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Gasol. Toronto leading by 12. Leonard on the wing, defended by Butler. Leonard kicks to Lowry. Here's the floater. He can't get it to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. To the inside. The jump hook. That's good from Harris on the assist by Simmons. Harris has got his 2nd basket.
Difficult to stop inside. Harris with the excellent feel and touch around the basket.
Toronto, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Now here is Lowry. Fades away. It's all no good.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
Simmons against Lowry. And Harris wide open. He shoots again. Philadelphia. Raptors with the lead. So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Norman Powell comes in for Green, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Joel Embiid. Monroe comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Here's McConnell. There's a screen by Marjanovic. McConnell with it. Here's the screen. The pass to Butler. Marjanovic down low, working on Ibaka. Pocket two, and that one's good. Marjanovic has got his first bucket in this one.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Powell with the screen. Siakam passes to Leonard. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Leonard's got 11 points.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
McConnell kicks to Butler. Takes the 13-footer, and it falls over the rim and in. Butler's got his second bucket tonight.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
Leonard, no luck. The 76ers trail by 6. Outside Butler. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Leonard against Butler. Over Leonard. Hits the front of the rim and out. Raptors leading by 6. Toronto working the ball around now. Powell, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here's McConnell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Got a piece of it. Three-pointer, Butler. The 76ers get it back and a new 24. Here's Monroe. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Leonard with no one around. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
McConnell kicks to Monroe. Passes it to Korkmaz. Butler against Leonard. Outside Butler. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The 76ers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The 76ers trail by 11. Johnson the screen. Outside Butler. Down low. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Butler.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
Powell with the screen. Van Vliet passes to Leonard. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. McConnell kicks to Johnson. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Pass to Korkmaz. Ibaka against Butler. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. Kept alive. Marjanovic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
They get it back. Ibaka, no luck. 3-pointer. The shot comes out. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 7. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Powell is out there with Ibaka. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Marjanovic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw dropped from Marjanovic. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Powell. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
To the middle. Here's McConnell. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Down low. Here's Leonard. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Outside Butler. Marjanovic, a screen on Leonard. Butler kicks to Korkmaz. To the paint. The kick outside to Butler. From deep 3-point range. And the 76ers get it back. Johnson, good.
I'll tell you, there's no quit in him when it comes to the offensive glass.
Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by McConnell. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Butler. Redick comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent NGA from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Pass to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Simmons. There's a screen. Powell, the pass to Siakam. Over Johnson. And the Raptors miss again.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he couldn't deliver.
So they take the lead. And the 76ers lead by 1.
You've got to make J.J. Redick a ball handler. He's too lethal as a spot-up threat.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Green comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred VanVleet. There's Siakam. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Gasol, a screen on Simmons. Gasol, a screen. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Marjanovic, and there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Lowry. And it's 8 points for Marc Gasol.
Gasol looks so smooth on these jumpers. He has practiced this shot time and time again.
76ers moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. It's not going to go for him. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Green kicks to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Simmons passes to Johnson. Harris outside. And the pass to Simmons. It's Redick on the wing. Over Green. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Three-pointer, Lowry hits it from three-point range. And it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
That's how you run the fast break. Lowry is a total pro when it comes to leading it.
Harris against Leonard. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Leonard with the steal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
No good on that one. Embiid, he's checked in for Marjanovic. He hits the second from the line. The 76ers trail by 7. Simmons on the wing. Now recovering. Another miss by Philadelphia. Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Green dishes to Lowry. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Clock at 6. A three from Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
Harris inside. He's covered by Leonard. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Johnson outside. Embiid with a screen on Green. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Toronto. They pick up 11 straight. Misses the 3.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Monroe's checked in for the 76ers. Leonard hits them both. Now here's Simmons. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Redick for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Raptors leading by 9. There's the pick. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Pass to Leonard. Good looking screen by Gasol. Off the screen, Leonard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now here is Harris. He has 6. Here's Embiid. Connects on the 9-footer. Embiid's got his first points of the night.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Embiid with the steal. Lowry against Simmons. Knocked loose. Here's Embiid. No good there. And Toronto will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. Green against Redick. Takes it from 10. And it's Green. Missing. The 76ers trail by 7. Harris outside. Green against Reddick. Back to Harris. Simmons on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Over Lowry. And the shot is long. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Siakam.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And Embiid throws it down.
And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. Now, here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Lowry kicks to Gasol. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, when you think of true 7-footers, Marc Gasol is one of the most consistent shooters from beyond the arc.
Here's Simmons. Harris a screen. Simmons passes to Harris. Inside. Gasol with the steal. Lowry's shot is good. And now it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Embiid with the screen on Lowry. Shot off the screen. No good from Simmons. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Leonard and Embiid with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Some changes for Toronto. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kawhi Leonard. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's TJ McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Toronto calls timeout. Making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Philadelphia. It's Powell on the wing, defended by Butler. At the teardrop, some solid defense from Butler. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's McConnell. And it's VanVleet with the rebound. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 20-7 run. Good looking screen by Gasol. VanVleet kicks to Gasol. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Gasol is ready to do whatever it takes, including giving up his body to open up room for his teammates.
Now here's Monroe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Embiid the screen. 4 on the clock. Butler from outside. Drills it from outside. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Amazing player and amazing play by Jimmy Butler.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Here's VanVleet. He's covered by McConnell. Gasol a screen. Lets a floater go. No good from outside. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's McConnell. minute 20 left in the first half. Tries from 10, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. McConnell's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. They set the screen. Ibaka outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Screen by Monroe. Here's McConnell. Again, Philadelphia.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Raptors leading by 7. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Gasol setting the pick for Ibaka. And the rejection by Embiid. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stolen away.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock. The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Now McConnell kicks it to Embiid. Over Ibaka. And we finished one half of basketball. Toronto ahead. They lead by 9. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Raptors, they're playing with a sense of urgency and have a nice halftime lead here to show for it. Taking Game 5 tonight would give them 2 opportunities to take the series. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Some guys rest on their accomplishments, not Kawhi Leonard. Shooting, ball handling, feet work. Ernie, I know feet work is not a word. You would probably say footwork. He's always looking to improve. And what we saw in the first half, the sheer polish to his game being the difference maker.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference semis. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, he's one of those guys. When he's being aggressive, officials give him the benefit of the doubt.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. The 76ers trail by 9, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Tobias Harris is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot.
J.J. Redick, not only one of the most dangerous shooters in this league, he's worked to become a very good team defender as well.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The free throw drops for Redick. So he gets them both. Raptors leading by 7. Gasol, a screen on Simmons. Gasol dishes to Leonard. He kicks to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. Over Simmons. Off the left rim and out. The 76ers trail by 7. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got his second bucket.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Green passes to Siakam. Back to Green. Pass to Siakam. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Here's Siakam. Gasol kicks to Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Good looking screen by Gasol. Knocks it loose. Siakam passes to Lowry. Lowry a screen on Harris. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Really, a lack of focus coming out of the break. So far, they are 0 for 3.
Raptors leading by 5. Lowry for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Butler against Leonard. Now here's Butler, guarded closer, and no good that time. Outside Lowry. They set the pick. The pass to Leonard. Here's Siakam. Good looking screen by Gasol. There's the triple. Siakam misses.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
Here's Embiid. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, gentlemen.
Toronto leading by 5. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Gasol a screen. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. The 76ers making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Outside, Green. Toronto working the ball around now. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Siakam. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Raptors lead by 7. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Butler against Leonard. Here's Butler. He's covered closely. Lowry against Simmons. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Toronto leading by 7. Lowry kicks to Gasol. Shoots over Marjanovic. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And the wide open shot from Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist in the game. Toronto's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Gasol. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge. I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammate.
Leonard against Butler. Baseline jumper. Good on the shot. Butler's got 10 points in the game. Raptors leading by 4. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. Passes it to Siakam. And the basket is good. He has 6.
Nice look there from Kyle Lowry, the Villanova Wildcat.
Simmons with it. Johnson the screen. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. No good with the triple. The Raptors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
Raptors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. First one falls for him.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Both free throws good from Green. The 76ers trailed by 8. Outside, Simmons. Kicks it to Butler. Marjanovic a screen on Leonard. Here's Butler. Got it. Good job in the low post. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
Toronto calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Leonard over Butler. And it's Leonard missing. And here's McConnell. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Rose checked in for the 76ers. Raptors leading by 6. Gasol a screen. Lowry kicks to Gasol. Ring shot on the way. That one good for 2. Gasol's got 15 points.
With that height, Marc Gasol will always be able to get off his shot from mid-range.
McConnell passes to Marjanovic. Back to McConnell. Monroe with it. Lowry picks him up. Outside, Green. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Free throw drops for Green. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Norman Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to McConnell. And that one goes long. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. They set the pick. Off the pick. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Marjanovic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense is right there. 6 to shoot. Jumper off the screen. Here's Monroe. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Here's VanVleet and the pass to Powell. To the wing right side. Powell with the screen. Here's Siakam. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Siakam's got 8 points.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Screen by Monroe. Harris, no good. Toronto leading by 9. Outside, Green. Passes it to VanVleet. Screen by Ibaka. VanVleet can't get it to go.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Harris against Green. Screen by Monroe. Butler in the corner. No good with the triple. Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Leonard. He's checked in for Toronto. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. The 76ers trail by 11. McConnell kicks to Embiid. Back to McConnell. Harris a screen. Embiid sets the pick for Butler. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good Butler.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And so Butler nails both of them. Raptors leading by 9. There's a screen. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Ball's knocked loose. Butler with the steal. Now here's McConnell. Embiid the screen. Embiid sets the pick for Butler. 5 on the clock. Back to McConnell. Unloads. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. That's tipped and stolen by Harris. Here's McConnell. Good, and Harris gets the assist. McConnell's got 6.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. There's the pick. Pass to Siakam. Screen by Ibaka. And the shot no good, a bit short.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid the screen. Back to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 points. That one goes.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Powell. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Some solid defense from Butler.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
McConnell kicks to Embiid. Over Ibaka. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing his thing. He times it out perfectly.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raptors lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Raptors leading by 3. They've got Norman Powell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Ibaka, no luck.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
To the inside. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers trail by 3. Now McConnell. He kicks it to Harris. Lets it go from 14. Here's Embiid right through the D for the layup. Embiid's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Philadelphia. Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Leonard inside, defended by Butler. And the rejection by Embiid. McConnell with it. Harris a screen. Outside, Redick to take the lead. And Harris lays it up and in. Harris has got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Van Vliet. And here's Leonard. Over Butler. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. The rebound by Ibaka. The Raptors have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Butler. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Van Vliet. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Now, here's McConnell. Now the pass to Butler. Embiid with the screen on Leonard. And it's Butler missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Right into the teeth of the defense. Ibaka just too athletic to stop.
The 76ers trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Butler up top. He's covered by Leonard. Redick inside the line. Drops one in from the wing.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
To the inside, Leonard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Leonard's got 24 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
McConnell kicks to Harris. Embiid the screen. Harris off the pick. And no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Powell. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The 76ers trail by 5. McConnell passes to Butler. Embiid the screen. Leonard against Butler. Back to McConnell. Outside, Redick. And it comes off the front of the rim. Raptors leading by 5. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Now, here's McConnell. Passes it to Harris. Embiid sets the pick for Harris. Rebound by the Raptors.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Really, really good possession there. They never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Fades. Harris's shot is off.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
And good that time. And it's an 11-point Toronto lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
McConnell kicks to Butler. Embiid the screen. Shot's good from Butler.
He is very hard to stick with coming off the pick. Butler gets all the separation he needs.
Van Vliet passes to Leonard. And stolen by Butler. Here's McConnell. Embiid the screen. McConnell kicks to Butler. Embiid with a screen on Leonard. Here's Butler. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half. Pass to Siakam. Pass to Powell. The dish to Ibaka. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they hold the lead.
Embiid against Ibaka. Embiid, the pass to Butler. Over Leonard, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And now just a 5-point Raptor lead.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. Got to D him up better than that.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And the Raptors with some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Green comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the 76ers, Marjanovic checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Ben Simmons in for T.J. McConnell. Six to shoot, and that one's good. Leonard's got 28.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
And Simmons kicks to Butler. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Outside Butler. Marjanovic with a screen for Butler. Misses off the left iron. Raptors leading by 7. Outside, Green kicks to Lowry. Gasol up top. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Simmons on the money from 12 feet away.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Right side, Gasol. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Marjanovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Redick for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist here tonight.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Gasol, a screen on Simmons. Lowry passes to Siakam. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Here's Siakam. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he makes the first. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. The 76ers trail by 3. Redick, a good look. Again, Philadelphia.
J.J. Redick, he wants the ball in these big moments.
The Raptors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Green kicks to Lowry. And the pass to Siakam. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Marjanovic with a screen for Butler. Simmons. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor. And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Butler against Leonard. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Now here's Simmons. Defense right on him. 4 on the clock. Over Lowry. No good from Simmons. Toronto leading by 3. And Lowry has it in the corner. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. The 76ers shooting 41% for the game. Butler from outside. The shot that time not on target. And Toronto will come the other way. They're led by as many as 14 points. To the inside. Siakam. Yes!
You know, he tracks a lot of defensive attention, and that enables Lowry to create open looks for his teammates.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 5. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now here's Butler. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And he commits the intentional foul. .36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lowry drawing the double team. Raptors moving the ball around. And that one's good. Leonard.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They're down by 7. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 19 seconds left in the game. Marjanovic kicks to McConnell. Butler in the corner. The offensive rebound. Back to Marjanovic. Passes to McConnell. Puts up a three. No good on that one. And so it's Toronto winning this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
Yeah, right.
just a little bit easier, knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Mark. It seemed like you guys came out early. You wanted to jump on them, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was limped away a little bit. But, we're learning, we're getting better, and, just a process.
You guys really coming together. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you.